Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of Man-to-Man coverage. And of course, you got your favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brothers?
What's going on, man? Hey!
And don't forget, we got Twan with us too. Big homie, our dog family.
What's going on with you, Twan?
Not much, fellas. Just sitting here, hanging out with you guys.
On a bye week?
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's kind of easy when you're on that bye. You just see the lay of the land.
Yep.
I ain't got to worry about nothing.
Down.
I ain't got about all that good stuff.
Yeah.
That's good stuff like that.
Yes, sir. So y'all know what time it is. NFL talk with the fellas. So we're going to start out with Thursday's game, which was the Cowboys and New Orleans Saints. The Cowboys won 27-17.
Big defensive game for Dallas. We got Dak Prescott with 26 of 40, 238 yards, one TD and an interception. Tony Pollard had 71 yards and a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 45 yards on the day. Receiving, we had CeeDee Lamb with 89 yards, 122 total yards. And Michael Gallup with 36 yards and a touchdown. For New Orleans, we got talcum powders in the game. Taysom Hill, 19 of 41, 264 yards, 2 TDs and 4 interceptions. I also had 101 rushing yards also. Deontay Harris with 96 yards and a touchdown. And Lil Jordan Humphrey with 49 yards and a touchdown.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yeah. Okay. That right there. Thank you, Talcum. Thank you, Talcum Powder. I mean, I don't know why Antwan even said your real name, but thank you for doing what you do. Offense for Dallas is still struggling, but that's because the running game with Zeke. They need to go ahead and just IR him a couple of games and just let Pollard go ahead and do what he got to do. This is one of those games let's kick it with fantasy. He had like 30 points, talcum powder. So, that's fool's gold. It always don't translate to what you see in the game. So the fantasy world, oh man, talcum powder, woo, woo, woo. Do we have 4 INTs?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
And thank you. We needed all of them. So I appreciate you. Like I said, things are struggling. But I will say this, man. Being a Thursday night game, those Thursday night games is really not fluent. But for teams who lost 3 in a row, Dallas had to win that. Get your confidence back. You got D-Law came back and made his presence known. Was tipping the ball and all kinds of stuff like that. Michael Parsons is a beast. Gregory's coming back next week at a big divisional rival game. So I have my 2 bookends, and then I have Micah that's going to be able to play linebacker that you can put him anywhere. CeeDee Lamb did his thing. Cooper, you know what I'm saying? I didn't think he was going to play because they said he was still battling. This having him on the field opens up a lot of area. And then Gallup, I mean, like when you can have that 3-headed monster, so now you got to just make sure that Dak gets his rhythm back. I still don't think he's healthy because those calf injuries last longer than 2 weeks. But, get your confidence back. You threw for 238, spread it out. I think it was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 different receivers type stuff like that. Pollard 71 yards TD, so you can still do what you got to do. Still got 146 on the ground, which when you play the Saints, the Aints, sorry CP, the Aints when you play the Aints, they defense be humming at home. They hum at home. So, hey, Dallas, way to go. I'm so glad y'all gave me that victory Friday. People wasn't talking to me, coming to my office, starting stuff, all that. I work with nothing but women.
Mm-hmm.
But they football fans, they always try to throw that down. Nobody was even saying anything about NFL. And then, running past my office and saying, good win. I ain't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what y'all talking about? But yeah, yes, right. Got it. Way to go. It's on you, Mark.
Yeah, this was a really, really, really good win for Dallas. Talking about them, you probably gonna go ahead and just take that pay cut and take it. What was it? But that 10 a year that he's gonna get.
Stay that.
Yeah, you're not the quarter. you're not the quarterback. At 20, 25, you was gonna get for playing quarterback. It's not for you, brother. Folks, teams that ain't that ain't cool. That ain't cool. But
I mean, despite those four INTs, man, he didn't look bad out there.
hey, but we
Twine,
talking
come
about
on, bro.
I mean,
Now,
at times he looked decent. I
he
mean,
will
and
not get out
special at
of
times.
period no more, bro. That's a wrap.
Antoine. Let's be this: is he worth that money he's getting?
No, he will get it if he
I
That he
don't
plays.
will.
know. With reps, yes. I think he can possibly get there with
No, this is
reps,
how you do
yes.
it, Twine. Would you go ahead and just trade him and just take him? Like when Ern is gone, say after next year he wants to go to Jeopardy or whatever the hell, would you go ahead and take Talon Powell as your quarterback?
No.
Okay, thank you. That's it.
No,
But
no, 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 no. But I'm saying he's serviceable where he is. You know what I'm saying? The way they use
Anybody's
him.
serviceable as where they is in New Orleans. They got no quarterbacks.
Right. You know how they use him. I think, you know what I mean? He's serviceable in that
Which,
role.
right.
but you know what though? I ain't gonna lie, man. And I'm sorry, Mark. I know you
No,
probably
go,
not
go,
finished.
go, go.
I was happy when I saw Talon Powell. I didn't want to face Simeon. And don't get me wrong, Simeon is not the best, but he is really what you call a serviceable quarterback because he keeps them in the game and all this kind of stuff. He wasn't gonna throw no 4 interceptions. Talon
Right.
Powell this, I don't know,
And
dude.
before I ended on the Dallas game, I was gonna say that was an impressive win. But these next three games that they have are all divisional
Love it.
games. You got Washington twice within the next 3 weeks,
Let's get it.
and of course you got the G man who y'all blew out the first time. But
Let's get it.
these two Washington games are gonna be very, very interesting.
All I gotta say is Washington better win. If Washington lets Dallas come in there, minus Chase Young, and do what they need to do, it's over with. That's a wrap. They have to win. They have to keep up pace. So it should be a good one. And then I ain't worried about the G man. What's up, D?
I ain't worried about
What's up,
Right.
Dad?
I hit him with the next
Hey,
game.
Mom, what's going on?
Hey. All right, you got Tampa Bay.
How about that win, Mark?
Who,
But anyway, go ahead.
you got Tampa Bay who took care of ATL 30-17.
Tom Brady with 38 of 51 for 368 yards,
Mm-hmm.
4 touchdowns and an interception. Leonard Fournette with 44 rushing yards. Ron Gronkowski with 2 receiving touchdowns and 58 yards today. Um, Fournette had a receiving touchdown, also 48 yards receiving. Cameron Brate with 3 yards and a touchdown. For Atlanta, I have Matt Ryan with 30 of 41 for 297 yards. No touchdowns, no INTs. Cordero Patterson with 78 yards. Mike Davis with 32 yards and a touchdown. Fellas?
Good, Mark.
You know what's so crazy, Twan? Tom Brady, his numbers look fabulous. You know what I'm saying? Numbers look great. He had got right there, brother. Yeah, put it right. Godwin had great numbers. I mean, Evans did his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Everybody did their thing, but to me, the numbers look great. But when you watch the football game, you would have sat there and thought in your mind that Atlanta should even been this close in the game. Because that one touchdown came late or whatever in the third quarter, and then they got the little field goal in the fourth. I'm starting to think, me personally, I'm starting to think that Tampa Bay is not as scary as everybody think they are. To me. Because with this game right here, you would have thought Tampa Bay would have blew the brakes off Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
In the
Tampa,
No,
numbers, you would
they're
have
gonna
thought that.
roll. If they get that rolling like they did last year, then it'll be a problem. Over, but right now, I just don't see them being this so-called scary team over there. I will give, I will give Green Bay scarier than them.
man,
My personal opinion.
don't blow that dude's head up. Dirty
Mhm.
Birds at the home, you know what I'm saying? Plus it's a divisional game. Uh,
Right.
even though at the end it's 30-17,
Yeah, exactly.
Dirty
Right,
Birds didn't score no more in
right.
the second half. They only score. Bucks scored 10 points. The problem with the Bucks is that they're gonna go as far as their defense, not Brady. I mean, don't get me wrong, Brady's numbers look great, but at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the season, how like last year, they didn't win it because of Brady in the Super Bowl and that stuff like that. Don't get me wrong, Brady drove the bus and stuff, but their defense finally showed up,
Yeah,
and they gonna need their defense to show up again. I mean, this win, okay, yeah, you're supposed to win and all this kind of stuff. And the Dirty Bird, the crazy thing, the Dirty Birds are still lurking.
right.
That's how wide open everything is.
Everything.
Uh,
Right.
but good win. Any road win, like I always say, is good. Fournette couldn't follow up the big game like he did last time. I mean, he did have a reception and all that kind of stuff. You know, they just do enough. They offense, unless you move him off his spot, he's gonna put numbers up like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it's up to you as your offense against their defense is where you're going to make your hay and keep the ball out of his hand. You got to have a running game.
Right.
You got to move the ball. Cordell Patterson, that's my guy. You know what I'm saying? He's my guy, but we know he ain't no true running back.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Mike Davis, they gave him all that money, and then granted he scored, but he's not the feature dude. I know he's got to be upset.
Mm-hmm.
You know, plus a running back, they don't keep you anyway. They'll cut you left or right. Gage had a big game, 130. Is Ridley even back? Is he still on personal? What's going on with him? Man?
Really still, he's still like I ain't
I mean,
heard.
yeah, he didn't play. Yeah, Ridley. So I mean, and that's a number one. You know.
Yeah. Major blow.
Oh man. So good win, Bucks. 93. Now it's all about getting that number one seed in the North. I mean NFC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this do what you got to do. Way to go, Brady. Like I said, his numbers ridiculous. Twice. But you don't want him throwing 51 times. That's my thing.
Right.
I mean, it looks nice. Whoever had him in fantasy, you know, hey, that's great. He probably got you about 37, 40 points or something like that. You know, hey, but telling us this, Matt 30 for 41, right? No touchdowns, no interceptions.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. That's it. The air attack is gone. Mental health is a big thing now.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, going through a lot of things. He had a lot of, I think he had a death in his family about really.
Yeah.
But that's
Yeah.
affect a lot of things. You still got Pitts. I like Gage. But you need him out there if he can and whenever he's able to come back.
Absolutely.
But dude was probably going to be the first quarterback in history to throw for 300 yards and nothing. Not even an interception. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. So his quarterback rank was 23.8 because no TDs and 5 sacks.
Yeah.
Way to go, Bucks.
Brady's never lost to Atlanta.
Nope.
Well,
10-0.
he's going to keep that in
His pocket,
he ain't got to
right.
worry about that. Yeah, he's good.
Arizona Cardinals back at full strength beat the Chicago Bears 33-22.
Kyler Murray, 11 of 15 for 123 yards, 2 touchdowns. James Conner, 25 yards rushing. Kyler Murray with 59 yards, 2 rush touchdowns. James Conner with 36 yards and a receiving touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 32 yards of receiving touchdown. On Chicago side, we have Andy Dalton with 26 of 41, 229 yards, 2 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Woo!
David Montgomery, 90 yards and a touchdown. We have Jakeem Grant, 62 yards receiving and a touchdown. And also Jimmy Graham is back on board with the touchdown this week with a touchdown. Fellas.
Let me hit this before you really dive and rip this team real quick. If you would have told me Mary only threw the ball 11 times at 15, 123, two touchdowns, that they lost. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you look at him, he was rushing the ball. Connor, hey, I'm proud of Connor.
Yeah,
You're in
he's
a new
doing it.
place,
Yeah.
and you doing your thing.
Hats
man.
off to him.
Yeah,
Hats off to him.
real good. Hats off to him. And then Hopkins, 2 receptions, 32 yards and a touchdown. Woo-wee. I mean, they just not getting back in rhythm and stuff like that. But you got to be Chicago. You cannot lose to Chicago. You can't. But Andy Dalton, you still stealing money. And hey, and I ain't mad at you. You and your agent is great at what y'all do. But we still get 10 million, right? A year throwing 4 interceptions.
I think he get more than that. I don't know.
He said, I think he get more than that.
I think he get more than that.
I mean, then watching this game, the little bit I did watch, I'm like, okay, this is okay. Let me cut this off. This is not even entertaining. This ain't fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Kyler Murray coming back for these numbers is expected for him. He's just not coming back. He missed what four games or something like that. And Hopkins, he been gone since October. So it was a good win for them. They need to try to get that number 1 seed over in the NFC, like you said about Tampa. But good win, Arizona. Good win, Arizona.
Wow. I almost. I'm just stunned, man. I never thought that we would do a show that we have to say 2 quarterbacks in week 13 had 4 interceptions each.
4 interceptions.
You know what I'm saying? I mean that.
But I've seen a pattern of that these last few weeks. It's been at least one quarterback with
Yeah,
at
because
least
Lamar
4
did
interceptions
it
every
the week
week these
before.
last few weeks.
But Andy Dalton, man, the Red Rifle, huh? Is that what they call you at the Bengals, right?
What they used to call.
I know the weather was horrible. It was windy, it was snowing, it was raining, all kinds of stuff. 4 interceptions. I have sit here and have been your biggest advocate to get you out here. To go ahead and just drive the bus. I understand you ain't got a lot of weapons. I love Montgomery. You know what I'm saying? I love him. Dude's a real running back. You really don't have no receivers. Robinson, he didn't get to play. You know what I'm saying? That's the one dude you got, really. Mooney was coming on, that kind of stuff like that. But I don't know what you're trying to do. I don't know if you do. You know you're great to be out the league, right? When you have an opportunity, because it's 33-22, you guys still was in the game and stuff like that. I mean, you didn't start at 14-0. That's a big hole. That's it's kind of hard to come back with that. But you was actually in the game. But I mean, come on, man. 4 picks, 2 TDs, quarterback rating, 11.6. Kyler Murray didn't even go crazy on you guys.
Not,
you know what I'm saying?
No.
I mean, for him to only do 15 and Hopkins, give me a couple catches of TD, Green, one, you know what I mean? These numbers, when you look at their number, man, Cardinals only got 257 yards total offense. If you told me that, I'm thinking, oh man, the Bears might won that game,
right,
or be closer. But when you're giving away passes like it's hotcakes and donuts and shit, like you just the season to be jolly and giving away everything, gifts. If I'm a Chicago Bears fan, I mean, I don't know where to go because, like I said, I think a veteran needs to start because I don't want that dude out there. I mean, he's not ready yet. Talking about Fields, he's not ready yet. I understand that, and no need to get him killed because that offensive line is not like that. So you need to go ahead, and then it's almost like, okay, we're 4-8, season's over. Keep Red Rifle in there. Don't get your nice draft pick, add a receiver or somebody who can help old boy out Robinson because you might lose him. I don't know if they did a 1-year thing or 3-4 years. Get you some playmakers to go with them. Their future is bright. But Andy Dalton, shame on you. The Bears is mad as hell, man. That is one fan base. Hey man, ain't they the ones who beat Jimmy up?
Yeah.
Jesse beat Jesse. Smoothie. They beat Jesse off of Empire.
You
Uh,
stupid.
Because he was wearing somebody else's. He's probably wearing a Cleveland hat or something. They beat his butt. Anyway, good win, Arizona. Got to keep pace.
Keep going.
Plenty of options. I'm still not keen on their defense either. I like certain players. Chandler, and Buddha, what I'm saying? Chandler started off the season very hot, had about 5-6 sacks, but, I'm not keen on that. But, the thing about it is when you got an offense that can rack and roll, that put pressure on the other team's offense to keep up and make mistakes. So, good win, 10-2. The most impressive thing is in the stats, right, is this. Cardinals is 7-0 away games.
Nuts.
So they can come to your stadium and punch you right in the mouth.
Yes, absolutely.
Good win, Cardinals.
LA Chargers beat the Cincinnati Bengals 41-22.
Oh my God. Man, y'all better respect Antwan. Antwan sitting there, he got notes.
He got notes.
He just sports center.
Some about my notes.
Yeah, he's sports center, man.
Justin Herbert, 26 of 35, 317 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Austin Eckler with 59 yards and a touchdown. Mike Williams, 110 yards of receiving. Jalen Guyton, 90 yards receiving and a touchdown. For Cincinnati, we have Joe Burrows, 24 of 40, 300 yards, a touchdown, 2 interceptions, but he had a rushing TD also. T. Higgins, 138 yards and a receiving touchdown. Joe Mixon, 54 yards and a touchdown today. Fellas?
This game changed when Joe Mixon fumbled that ball. When he fumbled that ball, the game was totally different. That's when LA
cost me 2 points.
That's when LA said, "Here we come. We're gonna go ahead and finish the game off." You know what I'm saying? Because in that fourth quarter, Cincinnati scored nothing, and LA scored 17 unanswered points because they was in the game. They was in the game. He fumbled that ball. It was a wrap.
Nah, Shannon said, "Go ahead, Antwan." Put your research.
I'm getting ahead of myself, man. I'm reading too fast.
That's right. I mean, that's absolutely what happened. I mean, when he fumbled that ball, the game changed. But besides that, they was in the game. But what I need Cincinnati to stop doing, I mean, I understand y'all get hyped when y'all in the game and stuff. Stop all the dancing. The team on the other sideline sees that. You understand what I'm saying? And Herbert, he ain't no bum. You know what I'm saying? Herbert ain't no bum. All right, so y'all dancing, we're going to ahead and blow y'all out for the rest of this game. You know what I'm saying? But the game changer for Cincinnati for this game was when he fumbled. And then it ain't like nobody hit it out of his hand.
Right.
He got the ball and he just dropped it. Game changer. So, but it was a good game at first until that happened. But it was a great game for LA. It was totally a good game for LA. Good job for y'all.
LA needed this win more than the Bengals. I mean, if the Bengals got in here, they in the driver's seat, like in the division, pretty much. They like, here we are, whatever. But this was in going on mixing with the drop ball. It's like basketball. Maybe he was trying to dribble or whatever. I thought that was me. Hold on. Dribble, right? Because this game was nothing but streaks. 16-0. Okay. Then go to third quarter, 9-0.
Yes.
And that's going on top of 13 other before. So really probably 20-something to nothing.
Right.
Then all of a sudden, 17-0. Like it was like a basketball stuff, hot streak who get hot and all kind of stuff like that. But I would say this. Who that? What nation is it?
Who they?
Who that is New Orleans?
Yeah, I think it's them.
Who they? Okay. Yeah. Stop it. You cannot have a great win like you did last week, right? It didn't show up in the first quarter. Like you lost this game in the first quarter.
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely lost this game first. Well, not okay. Yeah, you did, and then you lost it in the fourth quarter. The book okay, first quarter, fourth quarter, man, they got outscored 33 points to 0. You got to start off, man. And if you can't start off, you got to finish strong. And they didn't do none of that. Ju- to me, I think I know you said a turning point when Joey when Mixon bounced the ball.
Mhm.
I think Joey when he got that pinky dinged up, that was a wrap.
Yeah,
Even though he
yeah,
pushed through it
yeah. He
and the
pushed
numbers
through it.
looked nice, but it wasn't the same.
Yeah,
It wasn't the same.
yeah,
He couldn't
yeah,
even hand the
yeah,
ball off. He had to go with his
yeah,
left hand and
yeah.
all kind of stuff. They better hope that pinky ain't broke. Because that dislocation stuff, it ain't no serious thing. Hoping ain't no tendons that was messed up or nothing like that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, but this is very bad loss as far as you want to say I'm here. We understand that the LA Chargers have been struggling lately, right? They start off hot, but now they're back in. No one is out of the AFC.
Exactly.
I'm
Nobody.
sorry. Only a
Nobody.
couple of teams, and you know who you are: Jacksonville and Houston Texans.
Mm-hmm.
All you guys is just sitting there waiting about when the Jets is waiting about what we're gonna pick in the draft. Other than that, you cannot have that kind of loss. You can't have that loss. But you know what, Bengals? You got a man to my. He's actually to my right, but he's to the left on the screen. Um, who's celebrating? He don't like y'all anyway. Next.
Minnesota Vikings goes down
Whew, Lord.
to the Detroit Lions, 29-17.
Oh my
Minnesota, we
gosh.
got Kirk Cousins, 30 of 40 for 340 yards, 2 touchdowns. Alex Madison with 90 yards rushing and a touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 182 yards receiving and a touchdown. KJ Osborne, 47 yards receiving and a touchdown. For Detroit, we had Jared Goff, 25 of 41, 296 yards, 3 TDs and an INT. Jamal Williams with 71 yards. Amon Ra St. Brown, 86 yards receiving and a touchdown today.
Game
TJ
winner.
Hawk TJ Hawkinson, 49 yards receiving and a touchdown. Brock Wright, 28 yards receiving and a touchdown today, fellas.
Man, I'm gonna say this: the only number that impressed me was Jefferson with 11 receptions, 102 receiving yards, and a touchdown. Whoever got him on fantasy is great right
Yeah,
now. But
yeah.
besides that, I don't give a damn about none of these numbers. Detroit won. I've been going for Detroit all year long. Brother has too, but it's been down low, so it don't even matter. I've been rocking with him all year.
Down low.
I'm glad they got their I'm glad they got their Super Bowl win today.
Yeah.
Great job for y'all because on that last play, shame on y'all, Minnesota. Y'all going why are we playing cushion ball, bro? In the red zone. They sit there in the back, dude just sitting there like throw me the ball. I'm here. Then you come up to tackle and it's too late. It's too late. So good job, Detroit. Good job. I'm glad the cheerleader finally got his first win. Great job for y'all.
Um, I actually, y'all know me. If y'all been watching, I
Absolutely.
picked the teams, the bets and stuff. I had Detroit this week. I thought that this would be fitting for them to go ahead and do that. I knew Cook wasn't going to play. Thielman got hurt. And if you can't say Thielman, you can say Thin Mints. Same thing. Let's go. He got hurt. And it's a wrap. Cousins fantasy looked good too. 340, 2 TDs. But the defense is what hurts. You guys let Detroit. The happiest person is Mark. Because not only he ain't got to worry about his team tying, they didn't lose. Minnesota lost. Lost to the Lions. Not point wide. Y'all lost to the Lions. Vikings fans, y'all lost to the Lions. Come on, man. Are you serious? Like, y'all lost to the Lions. Are you serious? Man. All these bubblegum numbers and stuff don't mean nothing. Nothing. I mean, really. Like, The cheerleader is still cheerleading. Like he's getting the first. Like now he don't have to pay for no meals. He got the first win. Everybody so we ain't got to go 16-1.
Right.
But you know what the crazy thing is? They gonna get somebody else.
Yep.
It's contagious. You know what I'm saying? It's contagious because overall they're not a bad team. They're not a bad team.
Mm-hmm.
But Mark hit me with a fact check. Hey, tell them when the last time they won a game.
December 6th of 2020.
They got their first win in a year. Calendar year. You lost to the Lions. Bye, Vikings.
That's crazy. All right. Miami Dolphins beat the G-Man 20-9. Oh, Lord. 20-9.
You know, not much to talk about here. You know what I'm saying? Stat wise, we got Mike Glennon, 23 of 44, 187 yards and an interception. Saquon Barkley with 55 yards rushing. From Miami, we have Tua, who was 30 of 41 with 244 yards, 2 touchdowns today. Mac Hollins and Isaiah Ford both receiving touchdowns today.
I'm a
Yeah.
bro. Good win, Miami. I don't know what else to say. I mean,
Now,
Jesus. I mean, good win, Miami. I mean, I got some guys got some good numbers up. I watched a little bit of this, but the Giants is the Giants.
No, 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 no,
you
no,
know,
no, no,
it's like that bone.
no, 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 no.
That bone versus the other day.
Where are you now? Where are you now? We know why you ain't on her. Okay, 22-9. I'm gonna say this. This is what I'm gonna say about the Dolphins. They do this every year. They have won 6 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
They don't play the best competition because when you don't get all that.
Mm-hmm.
But they have won 6 in a row. And guess who else is in the playoff contention now? The Dolphins.
Yeah.
They are in there, dude. And they sitting here taking care of business. You can only do what is on your schedule. We all know the Giants is the Giants. Daniel Jones didn't play. You don't have an offense coordinator no more. You got Glennon, who nobody really wants. Saquon Barkley is just doing enough to say, hey, I'm trying to do this so I won't get fined. That type of stuff. So he's there. He don't give you nothing no more. He probably don't have the same explosive. Yes. Can he get to the end zone, do whatever? Yes, but this offense is putrid. Yeah, putrid. So this sucks. Great win, Dolphins. Tua is the Torque 3 driver. He's not, and I like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's not going to sit here and get the big bus and get y'all in there. He got the short bus, and he's going to make sure everybody get there safely. You got your 350, all that kind of stuff to ride the Torque 3. He is the Torque 3 driver, and he's driving it well right now, so stay off him. Even though every day he goes out there, they try to train and get another quarterback. Understand, because you have weapons. Shout out to Devontae Parker coming back and doing what he did. Great, he's some great sideline catches. I don't know if y'all guys caught that. I caught, I was watching and stuff. Still broke TV. Thank you. Waddle and everybody. Hey man, they have some pieces, man. I love the young Buck Gaskins, but I will say this: their ultimate downfall is going to be this: you cannot win games with 68-yard rushing.
Right.
If Tua is the Torque 3 driver, you cannot have somebody going on the sideline in a dirt tractor truck behind it. Mm-hmm. Somebody's got to be the real deal. And I like Gaskin, and he do a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you got to have a running game. They do not have a consistent running game. And they might squeak in. If you do not take them. Please don't. Because they're not going to. Everybody knows you have to have a rushing game. I'm sorry.
Right.
You can get away with that certain games with a quarterback going hot 400 or 500, but 68 yards rushing, man. So really, they had under 300 total offense and won the game, right?
Right.
Because they
Yeah.
only gave up 250. Giants. G-Man. No, 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 no. What you gonna do? Yeah, I wouldn't come on the show either. Let's go.
Next game. Hold on. I done got all the way messed up.
I know I'm crazy.
Philly beats the New York Jets 33-18.
Woo.
Point oh.
Yeah. Gardner Minshew,
Mm.
20 of 25, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns today. Miles Sanders with 120 yards
My
rushing.
dog. My dog.
Kenneth Gainwell, 54 yards rushing and a touchdown. We have Dallas Goddard, 105 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns today. For New York, we have Zach Wilson, who's 23 of 38, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns, an interception, and a rushing touchdown. Elijah Moore with 77 yards receiving and a touchdown. Ryan Griffin, 15 yards receiving and a touchdown. Fellas,
I'm gonna say this. I know Dallas was happy today. He got 105, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Because normally you got D. Smith doing his thing, and Sanders was happy. 24 carries, 120. He ain't scored, but 120 yards is good because Hurts is normally right there with a 24 carries and 120 yards rushing. You know what I'm saying? Let the running
right.
back do what the running back do. You know, but but we talking about the Jets though. They beat up on a Jets team that's still trying to find their way. They got a rookie quarterback. They don't know who the running back is. You know what I'm saying? So this was a good win for Philly. I mean, they beat up on the Jets, which okay, that's cool, whatever. But Philly had their backup quarterback too, so it makes it even a little better for the win. But Zach Wilson, he eventually going to learn his way, but they're the Jets. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how far that's going to go because they're not going to play for the Jets anyway. So good win, Philly, my brother.
Huh. I wonder if Lockhart Jr. like unsubscribed because did we say anything about that? I don't know. No. Anyway, okay. Yeah, this song. Yeah, somebody did. So anyway, I'm sorry, guys. You know, I try to multitask on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Eagles fly, Eagles fly, Eagles fly, and they flew. And thank you for the Jets for not showing up in the second half with them zeros across the board. Yes. And I hope Jalen, I can't hit the side of the barn, Hurts starts again as a selfish reason because Minshew is a better quarterback overall
Yeah.
than Jalen. So I heard they say, well, it makes no difference what's going on. Yeah, buddy. Whatever. If I'm an Eagles fan, I need Minshew in there. I'm sorry because he did it with a depleted and a garbage Jags team. Was rock and roll for a year and a half, and he earned his right. And when he signed with them, I was thinking, oh man, competition. No, ain't no like. I hate when they say off the bat, no man, we got Mark Vanessa. Then why ain't bringing somebody? Because dude's better quarterback,
Right.
and he took control of this game early. He was spreading the ball. They had a running game. They didn't have to worry about, like you said, Jalen Hurts taking off and all that cute fantasy stuff. 185 yards, right? As a team. And none from Jalen Hurts. So that means you got Miles Sanders who's been out. He came back. He tweaked his ankle in the game. I hope he's healthy. This is the offense you need to see. Big time. And if this offense right here, then I mean, you have a chance in the play. I mean, like I said, every conference is open. Great, Minshew. Did what you got to do. Yeah, you beat the Jets. I mean, and it was at the homes, but you still got to take it. I mean, heck. As a Cowboys fan, I would have loved to play the Jets over New England as our one crossover game, you know what I'm saying, as the extra game. But they took care of business. They 5-3 away. And I'm going to tell you what. Say Jalen Hurts come back next week. and they lose or whatever happens,
What you gonna do now, Philly?
they're gonna be beating that drum. They're gonna want him out of there. They're gonna want
Right.
him out of there for real, for real.
For
That's one of the things, man. When your backup come in there and look kind of better than you, that's an issue. Now he did have a fumble and all this kind of stuff, but great win, Eagles fly, 6-7. Let's go.
Absolutely. Colts beat Houston, Texas.
Oh my God.
31-10.
See.
Twan, tell us how many TDs Taylor had.
None,
What?
and he was benched in the third quarter.
Ooh, okay, let's go.
Davis Mills came in and threw for 49 yards. Carson Wentz, I have 16 of 22.
Hold on, bro.
150.
Hold on, real quick, so people can understand. I wasn't talking about that Taylor. I'm talking about the Russian King. But
Oh, the Russian King.
I,
Oh,
okay, go
yeah.
ahead. You do that, but yeah, I wasn't talking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Taylor, weak ass.
You know, Tyrod. I thought you was talking about Tyrod Taylor.
Heck nah, brother. I'm talking about the real Taylor that was on there. Go
I
ahead.
got you. Carson Wentz, we had 16 of 22, 158 yards and a touchdown today. Jonathan Taylor, who's the real Taylor, was 143 yards today, 2 touchdowns. Deion Jackson, 19 yards and a touchdown. Receiving, I have Ashton Doolin with a 2-yard reception, touchdown. For Houston, Davis Mills, like I said, 6 of 14 for 49 yards.
AKA
Tyrod Taylor, 5 of 13, 45 yards, was benched in the third quarter. Lost 9 of the last 10 games. Second shutout of the season for Houston. Fellas?
This game was almost like tennis, match point.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was just like the Colts. But I'm gonna say
Did
this.
you watch King Richard or something? You watched it yet?
I'm halfway to the movie.
Yeah,
bro.
okay. I watched it last night after I got home from Lexington a little bit, and it ended up watching me, so I'm about to watch it again.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
absolutely.
go ahead.
But I'm gonna go ahead and say this: Houston, whatever. Houston. They got a man on the bench making $32 million a year. That's y'all fault. And it still ain't got nothing going. It still ain't got nothing really going on that says that he can't play. You understand what I'm saying? But keep getting your money, brother. I ain't mad at you. But I'm
coins, baby.
going on a limb and say this. People might disagree. They might agree. Jonathan Taylor is the lead MVP.
Is that what you leaving it out?
I'm gonna leave it at.
Okay. Took care of business on the road. Spanked them, did what they had to do. Taylor Wentz,
No.
Yeah. No. He needs numbers like this. This feed, oh boy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Feed Taylor, don't do that. You're the Greyhound driver. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Yeah, this leave it, don't do it. Everybody, you got your bus ticket. Let's go. Come on, let's go. I'm going to drop you off to Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you got to do, that's it. I don't have too much to say on this game because really, I mean, it sucked.
Yeah.
But the coach did what they had to do. I love to see Taylor bounce back.
Yep.
Last week and things like that. 2 TDs. Let that young dude eat. You don't sit here and say, okay, we're going to pass like he did against Tampa Bay. Pass. Then all of a sudden we need a TD. You fed him and then he did his thing. No, feed him. You keep the ball out of a good quarterback's hands.
Exactly.
Tyrod Taylor, you can't get replaced by Mills Long, a.k.a. Long Neck. You can't do that. But I will say this. Detroit, they trying to make it so don't mess up Texas. Keep losing because Detroit's trying to win. Y'all can get that number one hitter. Now I don't know if it's a good quarterback. I don't. You know what?
This is
do y'all even know who's the Heisman favorite? I mean,
dude from Alabama.
Who?
Dude from Alabama. Yeah, yes.
He struggled early. If he's the favorite over one game,
that's crazy. We got to do it another show, brother. It's nuts.
I hope not.
He's gonna win it.
If he wins it, that's something wrong.
He's gonna win it.
I'm gonna say this real quick. If he wins it, that means nobody caught anybody's attention because dude struggled. And he ain't nothing but a freshman.
That's the thing.
They ain't gonna give it in.
We're gonna hit this out. We're gonna hit out the show. I gotta tell you.
But great win, Colts on the road, 7-6. Y'all want to do what I thought. Y'all was my dark horse pick. And I think y'all can still win that division because we got somebody who lost the king of rock, and he ain't coming back. He's done.
Yeah.
So I think y'all can go ahead and get that division. And Mike G, that's for you, brother.
Keep it up, brother. The Washington football team beat Las Vegas Raiders 17
that
to
East is
15.
that East is getting good. East is beating these teams. Okay.
Taylor Heineke,
Oh,
23 of 30, 196 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception today. Antonio Gibson, we had 88 yards and a receiving touchdown today. Logan Thomas, 48 yards and a touchdown. For Las Vegas, we got Derek Carr, 28 of 38, 249 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
sorry, ass bastard.
We got Josh Jacobs with 52 yards touchdown today. And Hunter Renfrow with 102 yards receiving today, folks.
This game is basically, I mean, the Washington football team came back, kicked a field goal, won game. But I'm looking forward to next week. Dallas and Washington. Washington's on a 4-game winning streak. Let's see this divisional game get good, down, and dirty. You know what I'm saying? Vegas, they were supposed to do it because Vegas don't have no coach. They don't know what their identity is right now because of everything that's going on there or whatever. But Washington, they got a good win. They're on a 4-game winning streak. I'm looking forward to this Dallas game Sunday.
You had one job. The Raiders, you had one job. You have one assignment, one job, and you missed the assignment. You sit here and Carr, like, where was this Carr at Thanksgiving? Jacobs, what was this? Only 52 yards. I mean, you know, like that. Got TD. Renfro, I mean, you know, this the dude who's great. Now he's really good bank. They don't have to pay him, and he's not like that. But he's the only thing because Waller was out. Yes, Waller was out, but you still did not show up at the crib. Like, you only gave up 17 points.
Right.
And don't get me wrong, Washington's defense, Rivera is a hell of a coach. His defensive strategies and all that are great. But you can't get these 20-something points at the crib. Like, yes, you took the lead and everything else, but you left too much time. And then your defense let them drive or whatever the heck. Come on, man. I mean, that right there is horrible football. Washington football team, great win. We're going to see what it's all about. Like, you basically got to sweep Dallas. You ain't going to do that. But you're going to have to. That NFC East, that everybody was kind of the least, is beating some teams. And it has beat some teams across football. And granted, no. Your team sucks. But Washington has some impressive wins. They beat Tampa Bay. They went on the road, got the Raiders. So they, you know, they defense. Think about it as no matter what level of sport you're in, as far as for football, if you got defense, defense travels.
Right.
Offense is going to struggle on the road. Offense is going to do whatever. But that defense, if your defense is solid and can rock and roll, you always have a chance. And they survive. So, great win. The Raiders is the Raiders. Y'all go back to earth. Yeah, y'all beat Dallas. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all ain't going to be shit. Never going to be shit. 6-6. Peace out, shitheads.
Right. L.A. Rams beat the Jaguars 37-7.
This should be a quick. This should be quick.
Yeah,
This is probably going to be. This is going to be a shorts.
Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and
automatic
automatically applies.
What you on ESPN?
Yeah. Trevor Lawrence, 16-28, 145 yards. Carlos Hyde, 24 yards and a touchdown for Jacksonville. For the Rams, we have Matt Stafford, 26 of 38, 295 yards, 3 touchdowns. Sony Michelle, 121 yards and a
Damn.
touchdown today.
I swear,
Cooper Cup, 129 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Van Jefferson and OBJ both scored today.
OBJ.
Yeah, so fellas, what you got?
I'm gonna make this quick and simple.
Wait a minute, are you done? Wait a minute, are you done with the
Yeah,
stat?
I'm done. I'm
Okay.
done.
I'm gonna make this quick and simple. This is not impressive. They played the Jaguars, Los Angeles Rams. I want to see what y'all do in the playoffs because y'all done lost to some teams that I felt like y'all should have beat or whatever. But y'all played the Jaguars, good win. Sony Michelle, your first game all year that you went over 100.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Cup is doing Cup things because that's Matt Stafford's favorite target or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So this is really not impressive to me because I feel like Matt Stafford really ain't showed us nothing this year because he's losing to teams. He's losing to competition that I feel like he should be. You in LA, you wanted out of Detroit. Now you're in a better situation. You're still not proving nothing to me. I mean, you 8-4, that's cute or whatever, but good win.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you said, I could. I mean, ditto. The whole thing is that you took care of business. You won. You're trying to keep pace. Everybody's trying to keep pace with Arizona, and they did that right now. Yes, the numbers look great if you're a Rams fan, but can you carry it over to when you play somebody who's a better competition? Okay, a competitor. Cooper Cup, like you said, he ate. I mean, 37. Everybody, how do you say everybody?
Everybody.
I forgot Carlos Hyde was still in the league. That's how I know that the Jaguars ain't shit. Um, Robinson. I mean, for real, like he used to be my go-to guy. You know what I'm saying? When he was in Cleveland, like I can get him because he gonna ball a little bit. But I mean, it's kind of sad. And I mean, Rams, y'all want to win now. You have to win now. You got to automate all the, you got all these defenders and all these trades and stuff like that. But we're gonna see because as Marcus hit it on with Detroit, we're gonna see if it was really Detroit or if it was you.
Right.
Because every time you play competition, you look like Detroit,
Mm-hmm.
Stafford. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. Point blank. But hey, you won. You're 8-4. Way to go, Jaguars. Keep you're number 2 in the draft or whatever, number 3. So hey, way to go.
Absolutely. Pittsburgh Steelers beat Baltimore Ravens 20-19. Toronto.
Ben Roethlisberger, 21 of 31 for 236 yards and a touchdown. Najee Harris for 71 yards today, rushing. Deontay Johnson, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns today. For Baltimore, we have Lamar Jackson, 23 of 37, 253 yards, a touchdown, an interception, and 55 rushing yards. Devontae Freeman, 52 yards rushing and a touchdown. And then we have Sammy Watkins with 39 yards and a touchdown today. Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and say this. This game, it was scary for me in the first half. I ain't gonna really dive into it like I want to because I'm gonna save it for tomorrow. But Lamar, if he would have made certain throws perfect, or if he would have made certain things a little better, this could be a different game. You know what I'm saying? But thank God he didn't. You know what I'm saying? But Pittsburgh's defense, I'm proud of them. They did their thing today. Besides that, I say like 2 possessions that I feel like that they really messed up on, and that was a possession as far as the first one the second one with Baltimore when they went 93 yards and scored, and that last one when they really took off and did their thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But Ben Roethlisberger, now that we know that it's out that he's retiring after this, I feel like he wants to really go out with a bang. You understand what I'm saying? Which I feel like he don't have to because you're a proven Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying? You're a proven Hall of Famer that you could do this, but he's going to do that. The TJ 3.5 sacks. He's a difference maker when he's out there on that field or whatever. But like I said, that back end I still don't like. That back end is horrible. It's just trash. But I'm gonna ride with my dogs regardless. But I'm gonna take this win and ride with it because if like me and bruh said when bruh came in, bruh said if Lamar could have lobbed that instead of zipping it, Baltimore wins this game. Easy. You know what I'm saying? For that 2 point conversion or whatever. But we end up winning it. It is what it is. We in the hunt. We ain't in the playoffs, but we in the hunt. So I take it any day of the week. You brother.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna tell you what. Great win by Steelers Nation. I'm sitting out in the car for 40 minutes, man. I ain't want to come in here. Bro, I was watching the game and shit. I'm like, oh,
I'm having a
Lord.
heart attack.
I know how it is, man. I know how it is. You don't disturb that stuff, bro. You let everybody rock and roll, man. But I'm gonna tell you what, great win by Steelers. Desperation act to me by the
Baltimore.
Ravens. Why wouldn't you go in overtime? You still have a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, say they get a 3 or whatever, or they get the ball first, don't get a turnover, and you have a chance. Like that right there, I don't never get that. It's not about the Ravens. I mean, it is, but it's like for other coaches who do that. No, that's dude. Unless you're playing against a Pee Wee team and you know you can get that. That's stupid to me. Like I don't get that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yes, Lamar should have floated the ball a little touch. He hasn't had touch. I've never seen him do a great touch pass or immediate pass, even at Louisville. He needs to work on it. I mean, I'm not saying he's not, but that's something you can improve on, without a doubt. And I'm gonna say this because he's an app of passing. If he was hitting the players like he should have, Baltimore would have been up on Steelers. That Steelers would not have came back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, dynamic player. Love him. Love him.
My
Love him,
dog.
whatever he did for Louisville and
My
all this
dog.
kind of stuff like that. But I would be fake if I didn't say he has a lot to improve. Yes, MVP. That's because those numbers he did was rock and rolling. But some of these passes, man, is not that hard. Yes, you knew that Watts and whoever was on the end was going to come in. You wanted them to come in. Lob it. But I would say this. Hardball. Kick the extra point. You have the best kicker
in the league.
In the league. Your defense held up except for that fourth quarter, but they still held up enough that you can go ahead and say, okay, let's go, guys. Let's have Ben do a turnover, whatever. That was garbage call on that one. But like I said, Steelers took care of business. They end the playoff hunt. Johnson rock and roll like he needed to do. Harris is a sludge hammer. Great, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just keep on feeding that guy. But I will say this. They defense Steelers keep on grinding, keep putting pressure on people. When you have that helps that back end, you ain't got to worry about it, all that kind of stuff. So great win, you back in the hunt. Everybody's still in there. And that tie is going to actually help the Steelers because that tie is better than a loss.
Right.
So all these other teams are 6-6. The Steelers are over you because they 6-5-1.
Absolutely.
Good win, Steelers.
Seattle 12-man beat 49ers 30-23. Twano.
49ers, we got Jimmy Garoppolo with 20 of 30, 299 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Elijah Mitchell, 66 yards and a touchdown. George Kittle, 181 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns today.
Like I had him on some
for Seattle, we have Russell Wilson, 30 of 37, 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Travis Homer with 80 yards and a touchdown. Adrian Peterson, newly acquired, 16 yards and a touchdown today.
All right.
Tyler Lockett, 68 yards receiving, touchdown. And D. Eskridge, 35 yards receiving and a touchdown today. Fellas?
Yeah, I'm gonna say Seattle. I guess Russell Wilson said I'm tired of losing since I've been back. He got his first win against the 49ers, and the 49ers trying to rock and roll and
Who
stay
got the
in
first
the
win
hunt.
against 49ers? Who was it?
I ain't gonna say he got his first
No, I'm
win,
saying who
but
you said?
Russell.
Oh yeah.
Russell
It
been,
was.
Russell he been kind of down.
Yeah.
He been down and out or
No,
whatever
you're
the
right.
case
It
may
was his
be,
first. Yeah.
or whatever. I mean, like Twan said, 231, 2 touchdowns, and an interception.
Mm-hmm.
Quarterback rating sucked, but he got hit. He got sacked 4 times. Their offensive line is horrible, but it's a great win for Seattle, even though Seattle's not going to do nothing. But as far as the 49ers, I don't know what it looked like. I ain't seen the playoff picture over it just of yet, or how close everything is over there. But are they still there?
They there, but
Are they still close?
This
But
hurts.
this hurts.
This hurts like
Okay,
this
it hurts.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this hurts. All right, cool. But I want to shout out to Kittles. You on my fantasy team, and you basically gave me the win this week, and I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. But I can't stand your team. Shout out to you, Tez.
This Tez out of this. I got him.
Okay, do your thing.
You know what? Twan and I went to Lexington this weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and we ran into some San Francisco fans. Hashtag FTTB.
Okay.
And it was nice discussion. How they're back. They're back. Like they're gonna
No, they're
playoff and all this kind of stuff. You remember that? Remember that, Twan? How they was talking about it and all that, and they just
Oh,
know.
yeah.
And I'm gonna do some names. No, I ain't gonna say no names. Deshaun Cooper. I'm not gonna say no Montez. I'm not gonna say no names. How they was talking about pretty much how they own Seattle and all this kind of stuff, and how they, it was bashing my team. Boy, it has been a sucky weekend for you guys, right? Okay. Seattle is gonna be spoiler. Because the problem is that this division is going to play each other. They're going to beat up on each other. And Seattle's going to be one of them gets some wins. Russell, still not healthy, but great numbers, except for the interception, but still great numbers. 49ers, we are who you thought you were. Defense is not like that no more. Yes, it looked good a couple years ago, and yeah, you got injured just like everybody else. Kittle's ball, but you have a quarterback who nobody wants.
Nobody wants.
Like for real, like you're gonna ask everybody, like, would you? Nobody wants him. Okay. Trey Lance, I guess he's still hurt or something. I guess they're just gonna ride and die, and I understand that. But when you have can you put some package deals for him where he can do something? I love Mitchell. Mitchell, he always give me a TD. I like that on my fantasy stuff like that. Kittle's ball. But you can't just have 71 yards rushing as a team.
Right.
Seattle at home, they had to go get Peterson off the bench, off the street, off the couch, wherever. He was free agent for a week or so. He got a TD. They had 146 yards. They had a fake punt. They gave him 80 yards. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was putting things together. And they put things together to beat San Fran. Right, San Fran, right? San Fran. For all you San Fran fans who always chatting this y'all ain't going to the playoffs.
Nah, not at all.
Good luck with
We
that.
know that.
Y'all ain't going to the playoffs though. But that's okay. I like the spirit.
What spirit?
They got spirit. Yes, we do. How about spirit? How about you? That's the kind of spirit they got. They rah-rah bunch. But that's okay though. Good luck in whatever you do, and then we know y'all got the voodoo dogs out on Green Bay, on Pittsburgh, Dallas, and all the other people who win championships too. But y'all ain't going. Y'all not going.
No.
But before we wrap up, we're gonna give a. I'm gonna do the standings as far as the glimpse of playoffs. That was the last game, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Right now, you do have Kansas City up 10-3 over Denver.
Yep.
13-34, something like that in the second quarter left. Uh, when we talk about the playoff picture, guys, it's only 7 teams that make it to the playoffs. When you look at American Football Conference, you have New England, the number one seed.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Never thought that. Number two, Tennessee Titans is going to be dropping. But anyway, they're number two.
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore still at 3.
Yep.
Kansas City at 4.
Yep.
Bills at 5.
Wild card.
Chargers at 6. Bengals
Cincinnati.
at 7. So now we got the teams who are in the hunt. You got the Broncos, Steelers, Colts, Vegas, Browns, the
Man.
Dolphins. All of them are still jockeying for position. You got to give it to them, all that kind of stuff like that. So as we go into the National Football Conference, number one seed, Arizona. Number 2, Green Bay. Number 3, Tampa Bay. Number 4, Dallas. 5, the Rams. 6, Washington. Woo! 7, the 49ers is hanging. Y'all still ain't going. 8, Eagles. 9, Vikings. Dang, even Carolina's in there. 5, and even Falcons and Saints. Cutting off Johnson. Can't say your name. I'm sorry. It's going to be, you know what, these last 5 games, guys, is going to be so
It's
crucial,
good.
man. I mean, this is what it's about. Because as we say, as I did a list, ain't no number one seed scares you. I mean, Arizona numbers look good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They
look good.
they 10-2, but you ain't gonna mind playing them. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. And we already know New England, like, dude, ain't nobody scared of them. You know what I'm saying? But they have done enough. So let me ask you guys, American Football Conference, out of the and I say the number 17, that's the Bengals. So I'm gonna say from 7 to we'll do 7 to 11. Sorry, Browns. Bengals, Broncos, Steelers, Colts, Raiders. Who you think gonna get in there?
Bengals.
Who said Bengals?
What? You
What?
said the Bengals, Broncos, and who else?
It's go to ESPN and go to your standings. It's Bengals, Broncos, Steelers, Colts, and Raiders. Out of that 7 to 11, so that's 5 teams. Who you think got the best shot to get in there?
The best shot to me, Broncos gonna slide down. Broncos are sliding down. I think Bengals are gonna eventually be out of there. I think me personally, I think it'll be a fight between Pittsburgh and Indianapolis.
We knew you were gonna say that.
That's I mean, hell, that's me. And it'll be a fight between Pittsburgh and Indianapolis. I don't see the Broncos really
Have
doing
y'all
anything.
the problem? And I'm gonna say this: the problem is that the Bengals got the tiebreaker over y'all. Don't they?
Yeah, they do.
They beat y'all twice.
They beat us twice. Yep.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yep.
What you think, Twan?
I can see the Bengals being that next one up. It's if they can be consistent. They're kind of up and down, wishy washy, man. But when they own, they own. They're gonna be all right.
To me, I'm riding with the Colts.
Mm-hmm.
I've been riding with them. They was, I mean,
Yeah.
I just love they running game. Don't get me wrong. I cannot stand Carson Wentz. I think that's the problem. I think that's the big problem. And I think the problem with the Bengals is that you still got your division that you got to face. Steelers got the division, and then that's the only thing. Like we all say divisional games and stuff, but this is the only sport that really like when you play Kansas City, it affects everything. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lose, like you lose outside of your division, it affects all that. You can be 6-2 and not go to the playoffs because you lost these out of conference, you know what I'm saying, out of divisional people.
Right.
So to me, I'm gonna ride with the Colts because I think Houston, Texas sucks. I think the Jaguars sucks. And the Titans, they already played them twice. They do 1-1, whatever that. So now, if you probably look at the Colts' schedule, they probably got a nice little easy bump. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They got the Patriots, which the Patriots got to go there. They do got to go to the Cardinals. That's going to be hard, but Slabanaka, the Raiders come to them, and then they got the Jaguars. So they got only 4 games left. So they got a bye coming up, right? So they got 4 games left, and Jags. I mean, don't get me wrong. Patriots going to be tough. Cardinals going to be tough, but the Raiders coming in, and you got to go with the Jags. I just think now it's about the scheduling. Who's got that easier? As I go to Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh has the Vikings on Thursday. They got the Titans coming in without King Henry. They got to go at the Chiefs. Then the Browns come in. Then they got to go at the Ravens. That's a hard-ass schedule. Can they do it? Yeah, they can. But that's still hard. The Bengals. Bengals got 49ers. Okay. They got to go at the Broncos. That's Teddy Two Gloves. You don't know what you're going to give it that. Ravens come in town. Then the Chiefs come in town. Then they got to go with the Browns. That's not easy. That's going to be something I ain't going to look at the Raiders. Now, same question. San Fran, Eagles, Vikings, Panthers, Falcons. San Fran should hold on to that, but go ahead.
San Francisco.
They should.
They should. They should. That's the team I'm going with.
They should. What do you think, Twan? Hey, good evening, too. I don't need you either. What do you think, Twan?
What was the question again?
About the NFC 7-11. Who do you think will be in there?
NFC 7-11. We got
We got 49ers, Eagles, Vikings, Panthers, Washington. Falcons, sorry.
49ers, Eagles, Panthers. I don't know, man. The Eagles, if they can keep your boy out the game,
Right. That's the scary thing. You're right.
they put Minshew in there. I think they can make it.
Yeah, I like that too. Only problem is that NFC East is probably the only. I ain't gonna say only, but most of them are gonna be playing like round robin. Like
Right.
Mark just said, the Cowboys and the Washington ain't even played each other yet. Like that's odd. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 games back to back. That's stupid scheduling. Whoever did that was crazy. Should have played it early, then later. That's
Then
tough.
later, yeah.
That's stupid to me. Because then you got to think this. Eagles may get Washington up there, you know what I'm saying? Or Washington may stay up there, but everybody's playing a round robin. 49ers do got a good chance, even though, I'm on them, but I will say this. If they lose to the Bengals, they in trouble. Because yes, you got the Falcons. You do got to play the Titans. Granted, Henry ain't there, but you at the Titans. Y'all mirror each other. One's a slobberknocker going to try to beat you up and put that pressure on you. Then you got the Texans, that's lovely, but then you also got to go play at the Rams. Y'all don't own the Rams. You know what I'm saying? Like they think they own everybody else. But real quick, let me look at the Eagles thing real quick. They got Washington. They got the Giants. They got Washington, and then Cowboys. Like who did the schedule that Cowboys, Eagles, and Washington have? Cowboys and Washington ain't played, and the Eagles and Washington. That is sad right there, man. That's not good, dude. That's not good. Who did? That's stupid. And all it was because they know in the past that they've been struggling division, so they're like somebody's got to win the division and all this kind of stuff like that. That's crap. But 49ers should, but to me, like I said, it depends on that performance. Bengals gonna be like if old boy plays, if Carson plays, not Carson, if Joey Brackett plays, and that pinky's okay, but if he don't play, 49ers gonna go in there and win that. And the Vikings and everybody, they got the Steelers, they got the Birds, they got the Rams, they got the Packers, and they ain't making it. That's too bad. That's too bad obstacle. So it's so crazy because as much as everybody, and I was one of them with the NFC East, NFC East still have they may have 3 teams in the playoffs. That's crazy.
Right.
That is crazy. Because like Twan said, if Minshew can, I would start him, but hey, I ain't gonna tell that's on him. It is whatever. That is. Twan, real quick before we get you out of here, how's your fantasy going, bro?
Tez is whooping my ass, man. He's got like 2 injuries and 3 just out. Oh man, it's bad, dog. It's bad, man. I don't understand. I got a full on squad in there, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's still beating me, man. So
Hey,
right now, I got like a 20% chance of winning.
Taz is way like a gremlin, dog. Hey man.
Yeah, and I'm sure he ain't even controlling the game. That's
No,
what
he
I'm
don't
saying.
even know. He don't know his record.
That same lineup has been in there all season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Still done won like 6 games. You know what
Right,
I mean?
right. Because he got talent on there. That's crazy. How about you, Mark?
Man.
I'm good. I'm up 110 to 72. I'm straight.
Who you playing this week?
Coach Kevin.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I got like a 20% chance of winning.
It's the
man.
battle of the Still Nations, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm. Hey, sis, I'm sorry. I'm gonna beat you. Don't worry about that. It's all good. All right, another banger, guys.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, fellas.
Banger. Thank you, Twan, for going ahead and getting us together. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What all you do, man. We appreciate you. Thank you, fam. Have a good night,
You too,
everybody.
fellas.
Be safe.
God bless.
All right.
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah.
It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.